Hello.
This is
Hello
perfect.
again.
The third time we got it like so smooth,
I
no
know.
echo. Awesome.
We're getting better and better.
Yep, I'm wired in with my headphones.
Me too.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
How's your day going?
Ah, good, good. Thank you. And yours?
Very good. I'm knackered. I've been doing a lot of playing football today, so getting a lot of
Ah,
exercising,
good. Exercise.
lots of steps.
Fabulous.
And then later on, after this, probably gonna go for some tagging for an hour or so because I need to test the Android app, the latest one. So
Ah,
it's a busy
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
Good. Lots of steps.
Yep, absolutely. So
Yeah.
today is going to be another fantastic episode, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to getting started. Last week was like full of lots of gems from you. I had to listen back at least once to try and make some notes from what you said. It's not going to be easy for me to actually implement all of it, but I'm going to be giving it a go bit by bit.
See, that's the main thing, Sean. It's not about perfection anyway. It's about slowly changing your habits and lifestyle and including more healthy things in, but having the occasional treat. It's having a balanced life.
Yeah,
Obviously, fitness is not supposed to be a punishment because we have to enjoy our life too. So it's about having that balance in terms of the right foods, good foods, nutrition, but treats as well. So you're
yeah,
doing completely fine. The whole point is first to identify what things you need to add in
yeah,
and then slowly putting that in. It's not going to be day one, you're going to be
yeah,
perfect, as with everything else. So it's
yeah.
it's perfectly fine.
Good.
Yeah.
So I can, for now, I can maybe cheekily still be deep frying my plantain.
Yes, yes, you can.
Until I change my strategy of how I fry it.
Yes, as long as it's not every day, then it's fine. You can shallow fry it, so you don't have to deep fry. A good alternative to deep frying is shallow frying in a pan with a little bit of oil. It still would be quite nice. You could try it, or baking it in the oven. You could just try it
Okay,
and let us know how you get on.
okay. I might even just share pictures. Hopefully, I won't scare anyone away.
Exactly.
So
No, I'm sure.
just to do the quick intro, as you know,
Yeah,
like even after this stream, we're going to be sharing the link with everyone on Street
yeah.
Tag, and also you're also going to be re-uploading this as well onto the Start YouTube channel. So the intro side of things. So this is Angelique from D Star Dance. So this is we've been doing this for the past 3 weeks now. This is our third week.
Yeah.
And then we're doing this every Saturday at 6 p.m. on Street Tag Facebook page, and you can also find a recording of the video on D Star Dance page as well. So over to
Mhm.
you to briefly share what D Star Dance is, and also to share the disclaimer if you can, please. Hello, Anima. Welcome.
Okay. Okay, so welcome everyone who's here. I'm Angelique from D Style Dance. You've been dancing with me, I hope, through the lockdown. I'm still doing lots of dance fitness classes, so get in touch if you're still interested. I have lots of free resources as well on YouTube for those who want to continue to keep fit but can't join classes. More than welcome. So just message me, more than happy. And the other side of my work that I do, so one is fitness through dance, and two, fitness through healthy living. So this whole healthy living program called Fit for Life, we're not getting fit for the summer, fit for the beach, we're getting fit for life. It's changing your lifestyle into a healthier lifestyle with knowing a few basic things. It's really common sense, easy stuff. It is hard to change to it completely, like Sean said, but it's all about adding things, being conscious of what is healthy and what is unhealthy, and finding that balance that you can include more healthy stuff but obviously have your treats as well. So Fit for Life is my program which looks at coaching you through health and fitness, really. So that's what I do as well. So again, you're more than welcome to message me, message Sean with all your questions. And here we are doing a series every Saturday to kind of go through some of the basic elements of what is a healthy lifestyle. The disclaimer, of course, is that in terms of nutrition and exercise, you have to be careful if you have any conditions that you need to take care of. So if you're
Mhm.
diabetic, or if you have injuries, for
Allergic.
example, Yeah, so for diabetes, you have to have obviously a very specific nutrition plan from your GP or a very specialist nutritionist. Similarly, if you're injured, same thing goes for exercise. You have to be careful what you do. You have to make sure you're comfortable, you're not hurting yourself or injuring yourself. So the same disclaimer goes for healthy living, whether you're, look, Sean's eating a banana.
Oh my God, you can see
Yay!
it. I wasn't sure if it's actually visible
Yes,
on
I
my
can see
screen. I
it.
was gonna secretly do that.
So look, he's having his 1 of 5 a day. Well done, Sean. So yes, exactly. So it's about finding that balance in your life and making your lifestyle healthier, really.
Awesome. Cool.
Should I continue while he
No, no, no,
munch?
that's good. So the first question I want to start with today, pardon me, is that so how do you find balanced diet, especially considering people that love to eat meat and fish, and obviously we also have vegetarian as well. So I'm wondering if there's some tips you can share around how do you find balanced diet between those kind of fooding
Different,
habits.
yeah. Exactly. So I'm all about balance. Like I said, balance with your treats, balance with your exercise, balance with your healthy foods. And then that takes us directly to a balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? I'm not talking about diets in terms of crazy fad diets. I'm talking about diet in terms of your meal or your eating. So a balanced diet, like we all know, is a plate full of all the different food elements. So your proteins, your carbohydrates, your vegetables, your fruits, all of that. So having a balanced diet is really important. I'm very much against things like, cutting out carbs completely, cutting out, having just a cauliflower or cabbage soup diet, having only a celery juice diet. Guys, those are good in addition to your normal foods, but they're not supposed to be had really on their own. Your body needs all kinds of nutrition. Cutting out carbs, for example, is really bad because your brain needs carbohydrates to convert into energy for your brain to work. So the first thing you'll notice if you cut out carbs is you're going to start getting headaches. You won't be able to work properly. You won't be able to think properly. That's because your brain is now deficient of those foods. So don't fall for these kind of fad diets. They're very short-term things. Don't go for things like shakes and pills and all these miracles. There is no miracle. And all you're having is chemicals, to be honest. So it's better to have a balanced, healthy diet, like I talked about last week, your 5 fruits and vegetables, your water, and also balance that out with some exercise. Get rid of the junk. Get rid of processed foods, get rid of sugar, or cut down at least. Yeah, those are the things to cut out, the junk, the deep fried, the sugar. But if you can't cut out, then at least cut them down. So a balanced meal is very, very important. And that includes fish. Fish is very good for you, but get good quality fish. You need to get the wild fish instead of the farmed fish, for example. Not many people know that. Farmed fish are full of steroids because they're just kind of created artificially in a pond,
But
full
how do
of.
you get hold of the wild fish, and how do you tell the
It
difference?
says it on the packages, so they're very
Really?
clever. they
Okay,
will hide they will hide
I
things,
didn't
but it's
know that.
on the packages. Yeah, so again, farmed fish is not great. Wild fish is caught from the sea. It's natural. It's going to be better. Organic food is better because these foods are grown without pesticides. They are more expensive, granted, but then that's the cost for your life as well. If you can have a bit more, and of course organic foods, you can be very clever as well. You don't need to have organic bananas, for example, because they have a skin. Yeah, anything that you eat with a skin, like say your strawberries or your apples, those should be organic because you're eating the skin as well. And that's where the pesticides are going to be. But where you're not eating the skin, then you're kind of safer. So milk, eggs, meats. Ideally, if these are organic, then you have a much better quality of food that you're eating without pesticides, toxins, steroids, all of this.
Yeah.
And it's very important for us. I can understand it's more expensive, although if you look around, shop around, there are shops now doing it
I
cheaper as
I have to
well.
say, like quite often,
Yeah,
I try to. Sometimes I don't want to get them all the time because they're a bit expensive. But I
yeah,
often, every now and then, I go for the organic stuff. Also, just because it tastes better. I don't know if other people have
yes.
noticed that as well. Like it tastes better, and then you know, growing up, like I actually used to eat mainly organic stuff, but then obviously now it's slightly more different. You know, it's a globalized world. So there's
Yes.
fruit that all seasons. So yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think I agree with that. I would say maybe I have a tick on that. I'm on my way to full organic.
Good, good. Again, slow and steady, you know. And like I said, you can be clever. Go for the fruits and vegetables that you're going to eat the skin. Those ones you need the organic more than the ones where you're going to peel the skin and throw it off and not use it, for example. And milk is very important, organic. Eggs as well, organic if you can. And meats. Meats, again, guys, you know, be careful. You know, ideally, red meat is not as healthy. Chicken and fish are more healthy generally. Well, chicken also sometimes, if you're not going for the high quality chicken, it can be like the small battery caged chickens. Those are not good, obviously. Again, they're just, produced artificially in these little cages, which is very sad anyway. And then they've been given steroids, etc. So try and avoid that. Try and go clean as much as you can, basically.
Yeah.
Just be conscious. It's the fact that sometimes we're not conscious of these things and we don't know these things. That's the sad thing. Once we know it, we can slowly and consciously add it to our food and our body as well.
Yeah.
But I would say, don't be put off. Say, for example, if you can't afford the organic, that doesn't mean don't eat fruits and vegetables. That's a very important thing. Still, please eat the fruits and vegetables. Just clean them really well. There's also, if you go on to Google and kind of check how do I clean my vegetables and fruits clean, really well. There's, I think if you soak them in vinegar and salt, that helps it really detoxify a lot as well. So again, things like
Or
this,
just
try and
salt.
find a way. I think the vinegar helps a lot, apparently. So the
Okay.
vinegar and salt soak for a few minutes and then rinse them is really a good option as well. But yeah, as much as possible, go organic is the best thing. And then keep to a balanced diet. Don't cut out carbohydrates. Don't cut out proteins. I know there were vegetarians who were thinking about what should we do because we don't eat fish, we don't eat meat, etc. But proteins, guys, is very much available with vegetable sources as well. All your beans and soya and tofu, lots of greens, your spinach, etc. All of that
Hi,
has
Caroline.
a lot of proteins as well. So it's not just meat. You get lots of healthy proteins from vegetables as well.
So
Yeah.
thanks for that. That's really great. I think I'm doing really well on this journey with you. Uh,
Good. That's
so
great.
my other question, which is actually every single one watching this is gonna can relate to, which is breakfast. Do you want to say some stuff
Okay.
around breakfast?
Yeah, sure. I mean, see, Sean, my whole philosophy is do things, obviously add healthier foods in your diet, but also try and do things that are easy for you, which you enjoy. So, like I said, health and fitness is not supposed to be what should I say, a punishment. You have to eat things you enjoy. Now,
Yeah.
sugary cereals every day, like many people do have because they're running out of time or because the kids love it, that's not a good option every single day. So I would say for breakfast, again, try eggs and toast. That's, and again, when you go for toast, try the wholemeal version, not the white, right? White bread is not good, guys, okay? Because honestly, it's actually bleached. You won't know it, but white bread is actually, the white grain is bleached to get that white color. You don't want to be eating bleach. You don't know about that. Try and go towards wholemeal. If you don't like wholemeal, go for best of both. There's different options. Again, be knowledgeable, be aware what's there, and then try and change that pattern. Yeah. So going back to breakfast, I would say toasts are good. You can have avocado with your toast. They're amazing and super healthy with great fats. You can have egg with your toast as another option. You can have peanut butter with your toast as long as you're not allergic to peanuts. You can have a little bit of jam. You can make homemade jam to reduce the amount of sugar. We've had so many fruits now. You can, especially fruits that are kind of getting a little, kind of over their dates. Don't get rid of them. Make a little jam out of them. Put less sugar. Put vanilla in there. You can make your own jams and have a healthier jam, for example, with toast. There's lots of different options for breakfast. You've got porridge, that's really good for you. Cold porridge, oh my gosh, it's yummy. I don't know if you know about cold soaked oats, they're fabulous. Normal porridge, again, and you can have tons of fruits on there, which already kind of takes away 1 or 2 of your 5 a day. Lots of berries, all kinds of combinations, nuts with your porridge as well. What else could I suggest? Porridge. So also breakfast is very different with different cultures. Again, why not use what your culture kind of is, known for? So, for example, Indians love to have dosa sometimes, which is a fermented rice batter with potatoes and things like that. They have that sometimes for breakfast. It's really healthy. Different cultures have different options. You can use that. The point is, don't just rely on something from a box like a sweetened cereal. Try and mix it up. Weetabix is good. It has much less sugar. You've got things like shredded wheat, which has no sugar whatsoever. These things are really good. You'll have healthier cereals. Then you've got your Cocoa Pops and your other unhealthy cereals. Again, if you have it once a week for your kids, it's fine. But if you have it 7 days a week, then it's obviously not really good. And guys, sometimes we think, oh, my kids love Cocoa Pops. I feel so bad to deny them. Do you think you're doing them a favor really by feeding them sugar, which is bad for us? It's bad for them. So you're not helping them at all. You're actually, creating an unhealthy lifestyle for them from day one. Instead of changing it around so that when you eat healthy, they eat healthy, you change your lifestyle. So change it for your family as well, really. And try and, like I said, do different combinations, hot foods, local foods, things that are not out of a box and a can. Just make things. That's what all I would say. At the moment, we have the time with lockdown, but obviously when we have school, etc., school runs, it is harder. But again, if you plan a little bit the night before, I'm sure you can manage to do 1 or 2 or 3 meals, 3 breakfasts healthier in the week. So that's
Fantastic.
my advice, really.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's really good. So if we can do just one more question, I know we have a few things that we also need to say at the end
Yeah.
of this last question, and I'm conscious of time. So
Yeah.
how do you make this? How can we make this a lifestyle, not a chore, and also not a short-term like thing that we just want to do? So how do we make this
Yeah.
into a lifestyle?
Okay, so a few points on that, which we've covered already. I would say to make it a lifestyle, you have to enjoy it. Eat foods you like, think about new ways of cooking. Like, for example, Sean, you talked about the plantains that you deep fry. Maybe try baking it or try shallow frying it and see the difference. So try and make foods healthier. Still enjoy your foods. There's so many good, healthy foods out there, even in your own culture, right? What people are saying is, use your food that, say, your grandparents fed you. That is healthy, because if you go back to that time, they didn't have processed foods. They were feeding you healthy foods. It's going back to our kind of origins, really. Stay with your local foods. Go back to what your grandparents cooked. Avoid processed, easy cooked foods that are from a box, from a can. Those are not healthy. So if you can slowly change your lifestyle to include these things that are useful, that are healthy, and that are easy as well. Like I said, check out easy recipes on the internet. I Google half the time. Oh, I've got these ingredients at home. What recipes could I use with them? Use the healthier oils we talked about last week. Don't put too much oil. Put less salt. It's just small, things that you can change that will help your lifestyle. I mean, I run a coaching program for my customers, the Fit for Life program, where I help them on a daily basis, thinking about what they've eaten today. And if you write a little diary for even a week, you will be amazed at what kind of things you're having. And then that's how you can help change, those kind of things and try and improve it and keep your diary going. It helps you keep motivated. It helps you, once you do it for a few weeks, something healthy, it will become part of your lifestyle. It's not something that you do for 2 days, you forget about it. So that's why I help with this coaching program, where every day we do things that keep us healthy. I motivate them. The girls motivate each other as well now. So it's really wonderful. And it's the best way is to keep a diary.
And now, as I understand, we're not going to go too much into it now, but
Yeah.
from in the next few weeks, especially next week, we're going to be touching on some plans potentially of how through your program, there's going to be some kind of bodying up, whereby we can actually help, you're going to be able to help people to guide them through actually implementing some of these things that we're going through. And also next week, we're also going to start featuring some of the other customers that have been part of your program. So we're going to have them on the stream. So we're going to swap around in the stream, and whereby, you get to have conversation with them, I guess. So I guess we'll decide that later on whether you're going to have conversation or I'm going to ask them some questions. But there's some exciting stuff that we have planned coming in the next few weeks. Do you want to say anything on that, or?
Yes, I mean, so what I would say with next week is I'm going to bring in some of our customers, I can say, because they're just so enthusiastic about Street Tag. It's added that extra element to them. So they're going to come and talk about how they've found Fit for Life, the program that I run, in terms of food, in terms of exercise, and how Street Tag has helped them. And they will talk about the changes that they've gone through in their life. Some of them have been with me for a few years, some recent. And they will tell you the benefits. So don't just hear it from me. You will hear it from the people who've implemented it, and they can tell you all about it. And that's the best thing for you to hear, really. So I'm really looking forward to them speaking next week.
Fantastic. Well, this has been really, really good. And throughout the program, I will manage to finish one banana. Naturally, I love fruit like crazy. Especially banana. And even sometimes if I don't have banana, I just eat the plantain just by itself.
Excellent. Why not? That's perfect. Yeah. Fruits are perfect. And we'll also talk about in the coming weeks exercise. Exercise is very, very important. And we can discuss that. We've run out of time, but we wanted to do that a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But exercise is really important. So we'll talk about that and the benefits, again, in a few weeks.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Angelique. This has been really, really great. And I hope everyone that's managed to tune in, I've really enjoyed this. And this is going to be uploaded onto your channel, hopefully later on today as well. So lots of people can enjoy it. And we're going to be sending a link to the video out to everyone else that's not able to join this, for whatever family reasons that they have. Yeah. And they can catch up watching this back on later on. So thank you. And then don't forget, if you're watching this right now, if there's specific questions that you really want to ask, I'll be honest, we haven't had that many questions. I mean, we had a lot of questions in the live stream last week. But in terms of if there's specific questions that you think would be great to ask during the stream, please do send it to us so that I can make sure I ask Angelique in the next streams directly, and then everyone else can also benefit from some of the responses as well. So that would be really great. Thank you, Babi, for joining in. Caroline was also on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Anima was on the stream. Rachel was on the stream. Meenakshi was on the stream as well. So thank you all for joining the stream, and everyone else that you haven't commented and haven't been able to see your name, because I'm not able to see the names unless you comment. So thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in, and hopefully see you soon again next week.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.